Yo, what is up guys? Today, I'm back with another video. And my first post in about a week. I've been out of town. And today I'll be sharing with you 7 tips to get just advanced tips, pro tips to just take your Fortnite game to the next level. In the background I have 2 clips here. And then I have an actual gameplay with my friend. And I'll leave a link down in my description. Mushy Muffin Man is his name. I don't know why, but that's his name. So the first tip I have here on my notes is listen to opposing enemies' gun sounds. Say they pick up a double barrel shotgun and you hear it and you have a pistol at the start of the game. You're not gonna want to push that. You're gonna want to keep your distance, because we all know double shotguns are garbage at long range, but pistols are good at decent range, but that can beat a double barrel at any other range than close range, of course. So yeah, listen to guns, and if they cock back an RPG, know to be ready to build. And also another one that's related to this, if like a couple months ago I think they nerfed this, you used to be able to carry like 100 rockets, but now it's like 12 in your magazine and 1, 4, 6. Depends on which explosive you're using. But yeah, like you don't have to sit there and say 1, 2, 3 rockets, and they have 9 more. But just have a mental awareness that if you hear them just spamming you, know that they're gonna be low soon, so you can be able to push that soon. So next I have material change. This is a big one, like some people know but not a lot, and the people that do know don't use it as much. So if you're in a build battle and you see an enemy change from wood to brick, or even more important, brick to steel, then that usually means that that they're getting low materials and that they're out almost, so you should want to push that. So like that's gonna be easy kill, easy fight, because they're not gonna have mats. So that's just another really useful tip that I've been seeing people mention but not really use that much. So yeah, that's a good one. Next one I have in the not this past patch note, but in the last patch notes, it mentioned that the last couple storms, like the rotation time, it's been sped up. So I'm gonna stress this even more. Rotate early in late game, like 1 by 1 up in the circle, late game. Rotations early so you can pick people off coming in late. That's a really pro tip. Damage. Alright. So, people say it's 10 people left. You're in a build fight up close. People, if they get the kill, they'll be like, oh yeah. And they'll be so excited. And they'll have 1 health. And then bandages to get to 75 with 9 people. That's not a good spot. So, you're gonna want fight. I'm not saying be scared to fight, but try not to take a lot of damage. Some people just push up like don't care and just they don't care if they get the 1 health and they're like, oh, I killed him, so it don't matter. Well, it does matter, so because you have a third person flying in on you and it's about to one-tap you with the SMG, while you could have been more cautious and actually took your time in that fight and actually had decent amount of health coming out of that fight. So that's a good one. Pre-damage, if you see somebody hacking out at a tree, aim for the head. That's the only time you're gonna get a chance to actually aim for the head. Take your time. So you want to make sure you hit the pre-damage. Pre-damage is damage before you see each other. Most fights are gonna be, you see an enemy running somewhere behind or whatever, and Pre-damage is crucial, because most fights, I mean, some fights, you and the enemy will see each other and then build battle up, but most fights, you're gonna see him, or he's gonna see you before, so pre-damage is crucial. Play off your inventory I have here. So this means, if you have a common AR, orange double barrel, and an orange P90 in minis. That's a pretty good inventory in my mind. I'm gonna probably try to push with the double barrel and the P90 because I have the minis also. But also, if you have a sniper, you might want to sit back and speaking of snipers, there's that snipe there, but if you have a sniper, you want to sit back and try to get a snipe on him. Because, like, if he has a double barrel and you have a sniper, you're going to want to sit back, but he's going to be trying to push. So, just play off your... Also, if you have RPGs, that's a good pushing weapon with other weapons involved. But, yeah, just play off your inventory. If you don't have a shotgun, the other guy does. Sit back, don't push up the stairs with a pistol while he has a pump. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory stuff. I got caught by doing this one the other day. Never judge by a skin. I saw somebody rocking the, what's it called? The Rust Lord, I think it was. And I assumed it was just running out in the open, I think at Pleasant Park in the soccer fields, or football fields. And I just pushed up, no building, and all of a sudden he hit all of his shots, like 433s, and then I built, and then it was a pretty intense fight. He was like a pretty good player. I ended up winning, but it was a pretty intense fight. It was pretty, sweat. So, never judge by skin. Here I have glider, or umbrella over gliders. Gliders may look cool, like, they might look cool, sound cool, but ultimately these are advanced tips, and I'm gonna come up with some unique tips here. So I'm just going over like advanced tips and stuff that will give you a little advantage over the opponent, and mostly solos, but they can apply to all of them. So, umbrella over glider, I mean, multiple reasons. It's like 20 times less the size of a big dragon flying out of the air. It tells your location in the air, like it's big and you can see it pretty easily. It's really loud, that's a crucial one. And just so loud, like if you deploy it, if somebody has their sound on 1, they can basically hear you. Where the gliders, or umbrellas, it's so hard to hear, like gliders are so helpful when you're like rifting at the end or jump padding on somebody, because they barely even know you're there. So, yeah, that's a good one to use. The last one I have here is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm from like Call of Duty and stuff like that. In Call of Duty, I used to like play multiplayer while listening to like podcasts, YouTube. And Fortnite is not a game you can do that. You have to have sound at all times, and you have to have your sound cranked up all the time. Not just because of footsteps a lot, majority of it, but hearing, again, to the first tip, hearing that double barrel shotgun sound will be crucial to not pushing up. But yeah, sound is very crucial. Like, I mean, if somebody hears you coming around the corner and they're pre-aiming down the corner, right-hand advantage, and you don't even hear them, you're just walking down the corner, that's a one-shot headshot right there. So, yeah, that's basically